Day. Ginger?
Well, San Diego is one of the most generous communities in the entire nation. Yes, San Diego, you step up to the plate, and we want to keep seeing that happen. According to a recent report, nearly 50% of all San Diego households give money to nonprofit organizations every year. Here now to talk about the state of philanthropy is Executive Director of the Nonprofit Institute. I've got Emily Young, and also the President and CEO of the San Diego Foundation, Mark Stuart. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. And thank you, San Diego, for really, stepping up and showing the rest of the nation how it's done. Give me some more details about what it shows about San Diego on the whole and giving back.
Sure. Well, we have a long and proud history of giving in San Diego and of having people step up and forming nonprofit organizations to do those things that government and business either cannot or won't do, but are really, really important things for our community in terms of protecting our quality of life.
Have you seen changes over time in how people are giving back, whether it be by money or, sweat equity? Are there any kind of changes over the course of the past decade?
Over the past decade? Well, what we are saying is that, San Diego is a very generous region. One of the things that we are looking out for is with the most recent tax bill, there are, in the lower and middle income households, slightly fewer of those households are giving. And so we're here to really talk about, in the season of generosity, what is it that we as San Diegans can do?
Let's answer that question then. What is it as San Diegans that we can do?
Well, there are a lot of things that you can do in your community. Most people we know that give, they tend to also volunteer with organizations. So there are always opportunities for people to volunteer and get involved in their own communities. There might be a food pantry in your neighborhood or an organization that provides after-school programming for children. Those are places where you can get involved, get to know your local nonprofits, and then in turn donate and support the work they do.
That personal relationship is priceless. So when you do donate some of your time, I think you can't put a number on that. Mark, San Diego Foundation is truly, breaking barriers, I think is a good way to put it. When you see what the foundation is doing, for somebody unfamiliar with San Diego Foundation, can you explain to me the uniqueness of it?
Sure. So, Ginger, in the United States, there's 800 community foundations scattered across the entire country. But every single one was created with the same purpose, to make a difference in the quality of life in the place in which they were created. So for us in the San Diego region, we really exist to inspire enduring philanthropy that's giving today and giving tomorrow, and to enable community solutions.
All right, so how does the San Diego Foundation accomplish these goals? Because those are big. Yeah. I mean, you're not saying we're going to kind of meet you there. You're saying we want to get all the way up there.
Sure. So the San Diego Foundation is 44 years old, and in all those 44 years, we've put $1.2 billion into the local nonprofit ecosystem. And so my goal is that we get to another $1.2 million a heck of a lot faster than 44 years into the future.
That's impressive. Okay, so how is that relationship? How is the San Diego Foundation with the Philanthropic, all the nonprofits in San Diego? How does that work?
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll have donors who will decide to make one gift to the San Diego Foundation, and then over the course of the year make gifts from their fund, their donor-advised fund at the San Diego Foundation, to a lot of nonprofits. We'll also have donors who will say, I have an interest in animal welfare, but I don't know who to give to. Could you do some research for us on those who are really making an impactful difference? And that will do that and then help them make those decisions. And then we also look to see, can we bring some nonprofits together and see if by collaborating we can even solve bigger problems as a unified group.
You wouldn't go about something like that unless you've done that in the past and you've seen some success. So do you have a story of working with a nonprofit, you two together, to really bring that much more enrichment to the community?
The nonprofit sector, first of all, the Nonprofit Institute at the University of San Diego, we collaborate with hundreds of nonprofits every year. We provide action-oriented research, and we work to develop leaders and organizations to help them fulfill their mission for social good in the San Diego region to the best that they can. And obviously, what we're seeing more and more is that these organizations are collaborating together. We were just at a luncheon on Friday with the San Diego Hunger Coalition, and And their goal is, given that 1 in 5 children don't have adequate access to nutritious food, they're looking at how they can more effectively collaborate with school districts, with other nonprofit organizations, with the San Diego Foundation and other philanthropic organizations to really increase access to food. And they have found that by working together, there's a much greater opportunity to increase access to healthy meals.
Isn't that true? Together we're so much stronger. Personally, each one of you, before we go, why did you, both of you, decide that this was such a vision quest for you to do with your life, to give back?
Well, I'll just say,
step up. Let's hear it.
I'm a mother of 2 children. I really care about their future, and I want to make sure that we're leaving a really wonderful legacy and high quality of life for future generations. And that's why we're doing this work.
Mark, how about you?
You know, this work that we're doing is all about relationships and how we help bring people together. And it's something that I love to do at the San Diego Foundation, is be a matchmaker, bringing donors together with nonprofits and seeing a whole lot of joy created.
Wow. 'Tis the season, right? Everybody step up. If you have any questions about this, just go on over to our website. We'll link you, everybody up, so you can take part. I remember feeding the homeless as a little girl at 5 years old. First thing my parents ever taught me, and so this is something I now shepherd my children to do as well.
That's
Feels
great.
like nothing else in the world. Greatest feeling. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.